Hi everyone, you're welcome to Live Divinely Scripted, and I am Mabel. Today I get to share with you my experience in NYC orientation camp, Akwa Ibom State. So I was mobilized in April 2024 and had to go through the whole registration process and report to camp in about 2 days. It was just a 2 days windows that I had to report to camp after the call-up letter was released. So it so happened that I was to go with God is Good mottos, but I booked late. So eventually I went with Ibom Express. Ibom Express as of April was 26,000, if I'm correct. That was Lagos to Akwa Ibom State. So the trip was supposed to be a 12-hour trip, but eventually bad road and all of that, we got to camp in the middle of the night and we couldn't even be documented. And the whole search thing, the whole search, they search you before entering camp. We couldn't be properly checked and we're not documented that night. We just had to stay in one hostel pending the time we are fully documented. So the following day, which was on Friday, so it happens that my institution had issue with Nysc, so there was a back and forth between my institution, several institutions actually, and Nysc. So we were unable to be documented on Friday, Saturday. Eventually it was on Sunday I completed my own registration. Some people had to travel back to school to rectify the whole issue, to their institution, not my institution, to their institution to rectify the whole issue. But I'm glad I was able to be registered eventually, and I was fully documented and given my car key. Bro, the excitement of having my own car key. Hey, being on camp since Friday, and you see people already in their white on white, some people being given their car key. But I was like, hey, what would happen if eventually this whole issue was not rectified? I was given my car key. Come and see the excitement on this girl's face. I was excited because, bro, I was so much looking forward to this orientation camp experience. Unlike people saying, I just want to be done with camp, I just want to be this, I just want to be that. I was looking forward to that experience. I was excited. It was a dream come true for me, seriously, and I'm not going to lie about it. Serving was a dream come true for me because I had already given up hope. If you're very familiar with my story, you will know that, bro, it's not a small feat for me. So Tuesday came, my phone got spoiled. So it happens that I did not go to camp with my power bank because my power bank was swollen and I couldn't go to camp with it, and I did not get another one. So I had to charge in my main market. Tell me how someone else's power bank fell on my phone and the phone got spoiled, as in my phone went blank. It was not blank, it was not coming up again. Thank God for Oyin. Oyin is the friend I met in camp. That was the first friend I made in camp. Oyin, I had to remove my SIM card and put inside Oyin's phone. My phone was fixed. Everything was going fine. Then little inconveniences became big inconveniences, and my hostel, the water situation was terrible. The water, I don't know what's with the water, but I started reacting to the water. And forget antiseptic. Antiseptic was not doing anything. It was not doing shit. So I was reacting to the water and the toilet situation. Our hostel was a new hostel, mind you. Tell me how the toilet will be situated like 10 meters from the hostel. You have to walk a distance before you get to the toilet. Bro, I did not really enjoy the whole setting of and you know, the military personnel, like, our hostel was situated around the military personnel based, and the Nysc officials, our hostel was not far from. So like, we can't do however we please. And I'm not even saying however we please in this situation. We can't just be free. You can't talk, you can't do anything at night like this. You just have to be quiet because you're making noise. Like, we're about, I don't know, maybe 500 in my hostel. So what do you expect when like 500 people are talking at once? What do you expect? We get to be punished. There was one time like that. Hey, Jesus. Everyone was brought out in the middle of the night to the parade ground. That day, I thought life was ending because I was just not in the right frame of mind. We're told to march, and you know, it was a whole lot of basketballs. I don't enjoy that night at all. Then I was there. Is it that one military personnel comes in and just tells us, oh yeah, squat down, oh yeah, do this, oh yeah, do that, oh yeah, do that, just because we are students and we are not military personnel. I don't get the whole setup of the whole military training. See, I don't have any military background, and if you are introducing these trainings to us, it's not by force. It's not like it's a do or die thing. Then my roommate situation too. So I think most of us that were mobilized in the south, we're all Western people, Yoruba, Lokpoju. So my room was filled with Yoruba. We have like, I could unpick how many people were from other tribes. We're all Yorubas. And this fight was, Jesus, every day someone is shouting, every day someone is cursing another person out, every day, basketballs, bro. That aside, then the food was, it was nothing to write home about. Nothing. Is it that the food is not well done? Is it that the soup is watery? It was just, you just have to hold your money. Hold your money so you eat in Mami market. You can't eat unless you don't mind. You are not selective. You are not very selective about food. But for me, bro, some food were no-go area. Like some food made in the what's it called, camp kitchen. They were nothing to write home about. For me, I don't know about other people, so I couldn't rule out eating in Mami market. I was eating afang every day. Afang in Mami market. So the whole sweet experience. Anyways, I have to find myself. It's so hot in here. I became very, very sick, and I had my period. Jesus, it was like hell on earth. I had my period. You know, having your period coming with diarrhea and all of that, cramps, and oh Jesus, general body pain. And wait, you have to sit through psych classes every day. You know, being on white and having to sit down all through psych classes for someone that has heavy flu. Imagine how it's going to be. And you can't even stay back in your hostel just because you are not the first person that will have your period. I explained to one of the military personnel that I needed to rest in the hostel. She was like, no, are you the first person to have your period and all? I was like, oh God, let me just go. I couldn't take an exit, unlike other camps whereby you get to take an exit from camp. But if your situation is not like you are about to cross over, no exit for you. We are in this together. So I couldn't get an exit, and you know, I just had to stay true. Camp was not camping again for me. I couldn't participate in things I wanted to participate in. Like in parade, I had to leave the parade training because I wasn't feeling it again. My body was telling on my body. I was tired, I was weak. It wasn't just it. Anyway, you might actually enjoy the experience, and you might not enjoy the experience. It's all dependent on the camp you go and the military personnel and the officials generally in your camp. But my experience was nothing to write home about. I was expecting it to be all pleasant and all of that, but life isn't like that. Even in your answered prayers, there are certain things that do not go as planned. Just learn to live in the moment. Just enjoy life. Don't be overly fast because something is not going according to your plan. Enjoy life. If I had to go back to orientation camp again, what would I do different? Network more. That's the only thing I would do different. I'll network more, make more friends. I'm very selective when it comes to friend making. I would make more friends if I have to go back to camp.